not been told off yet, so keep on walking. Can I make a picture? No? Okay. A very good morning from the central bus station here in Vientiane. Today we're going to take a bus all the way to the high-speed rail station that has been constructed just outside of the city, 15 kilometers. That's a 29. We need a 28 bus that runs all the way to the train station. This is probably where it will be, because it says Laos China Railway. Looks like a construction site. And there hasn't been any construction for quite some time, I guess, as the crane is overgrown. The China Railway Company, or one of its subsidiaries, has the habit of purchasing land far away from city centers to be able to construct cheaper railways. I will link to the video that I have about high-speed rail in Indonesia, as that one is also remote. International bus to Thailand. There's a bus to Nong Khai, across the border. There's a bus to Udonethani and even to Bangkok, once a day. The buses you see here were a donation from Japan a few years back. Vientiane used to have a few electrical buses, but they were changed into these gifts from Japan, as that was probably more easy. As you know, I'm not a fan of intercity bus travel. In Indonesia, I just don't do it because it's the most unsafe form of transport, I guess. But tomorrow evening, I have a surprise for you. I'm sorry, don't know. Oh, next one is... Oh, okay. 6 o'clock and this one at 11. Uh-oh, that's not good. Guess we have to take the tuk-tuk. So the buses run 4 times a day, and the one I'm supposed to be on just left. Oh well, relatively expensive. Have to go anyway, because I have my train tickets already. Let's hop on. He's the boss. Look, we're going by tuk-tuk today. Well, this ride will be 20 minutes, I guess. Yeah, that's a pretty crappy bus service that only runs 4 times a day. While this trip wasn't supposed to go like this, it made this day ever so slightly more interesting and special. That bus I missed by 15 minutes or so would have been about 30 eurocent for a one-way trip, where private transport like this is relatively expensive compared to neighboring countries. But it is what it is. Still pretty early, so we have some time to explore. Let's have a look around. Now I also realized that it's probably not the easiest way to get back later, but I guess there will be someone waiting. So this is it. Again, a massive railway station in the middle of nowhere. Nothing different than the Indonesian one. I purchased my tickets through the app of the company, which wasn't really easy as you need a Laos, Thai or Chinese mobile number, but I still wanted to have them printed, so I queued for over half an hour. And that's how you skip a line. They are from a friendly neighborly country up north here. This is the huge central hall of Vientiane railway station, where in about half an hour time we will take the train to the next town over. This will be a regular train, I think the one you see right here right now. We are only going as far as Vang Vieng, which is one stop on this line. We're not going to Kunming. I am returning later today, because tomorrow we have an international trip ahead.
Attention, please. Train number
That's us.
From Vientiane to Overland is starting now. Please get to the 1
After a day of walking and taking it a little slower yesterday, these trains are on the menu for today. First stop is the slowest train on the Laos China Railway line between Vientiane and Kunming in China. We're not going to China though, even though they now have visa-free access for Dutch passports. We're going to take the train to the next station over basically, which is the town of Vang Vieng, which apparently is a backpacker haven. I didn't know, and I didn't care about it either, as I was just there for lunch this time around. Let's go. We could have pulled up the train right here. No, we have to get down first and up there again, which I guess makes perfect sense. LCR in the style of Deutsche Bahn logo. And they're all waiting for the escalator. Sure. And someone is falling. Oh, they have sleeper trains. I am not on a sleeper. I am on a seat today. That is a lot of people on the train. And we have to take the first door, but that's okay. I want to make a picture if that's still possible. We have 15 minutes left. It's not been told off yet, so keep on walking. Can I make a picture? No? Okay. In the middle of the fields. Carriage with semi-cushioned seats. Someone's being told off. So many people. They all bring at least one suitcase. Excuse me? It's okay. Pretty full train, but we're getting there. So many people bringing huge suitcases and bags. How does that fit in the overhead? It doesn't. While the tender is slowly pushed along the train, with quite some people actually buying something as well, I should probably tell you that we have just left the station and are almost at top speed for this train. The K12 train is the slowest daily train, but makes the trip to Vang Vieng in 1 hour and 20 minutes and does so in a low noise manner. This is made possible by the new tracks that were constructed a few years ago. The cars on this train are much older. I didn't buy any snacks as I was only going to Vang Vieng, and my plan was to find lunch there before heading home again. I was really just trying the Laos China Railway and had no plans on staying the night or continuing to Kunming in China. Let's have a quick look in the train. Doors are closed. Can't smoke. Staff is busy here, so let's wait for them so they can do the job. As it's the dry season here in Laos, views outside are a bit dusty and the main color missing is green. The seats in my car and the other cars I walk through are all in a 2-3 layout, which means the seats are relatively narrow. They are still in the shape of a separate seat, although there are no armrests between them, making it almost like a bench. Don't think about reclining, as your backrest is also the backrest of another traveler. Yes, you're facing a few other travelers for the entire trip, and there is no safe space in the form of a table in the middle either. I guess the sleeper carriages are pretty full as well. This is only going to the border, so I don't know why you should take a sleeper unless it's full. It is much more quiet in the sleeper car, where the cabins behind closed doors have 4 beds each. There's also staff on board of this car, but unfortunately we can't see inside as there were people in the berths that had their cabin doors open. Thank you. It is dusty though. We will be getting off at this station. Look how beautiful it looks. We are pulling into Vang Vieng station now. This black foam block is to prevent the door from falling shut, while the outside doors are locked with not one but two locks and an additional latch. Safety is a word that popped up right now, but let's not think about that, okay? At least we get a nice platform ramp so we can alight from the train easily. And this is Vang Vieng Railway Station, which is a beautifully set station. Another huge station somewhere in the middle of nowhere because the town is somewhere there. Or do they have safety vests on top? That is a little bit weird. Maybe it's off-roading, I'm not sure. They're all the same buses though. It looks absolutely stunning here. Let's see if we can walk over there. The town isn't too far away. There is a cow roaming around here. Okay, sure, quick rating, as it wasn't really anything more than a commute of a train ride, but let's check it anyway. Ease of booking. Tickets can be purchased at the station or through the app, but you'll need a Laos, Chinese or Thai mobile number to create an account. Credit card payments are accepted though. 2 stars. Level of comfort. My economy class seat was comfy but lacked armrests and width, while you're facing fellow travelers for your journey. 3 stars. Time traveled. The train is the fastest way between Vientiane and Vang Vieng, but trains are scarce and the stations are not in downtown by a long shot. 2 stars. Cleanliness. Clean train, toilets and seats. 5 stars. Price comparison. This is the cheapest train available today and was less than a forced trip by private hire transport to the station. 5 stars. Meal service. I didn't buy any drinks or food, but the trolley went up and down the train before we made it into Vang Vieng station. 4 stars.